Modern evangelicalism has a disease, a spiritual sickness called Christian retreatism, the belief that Christianity is strongest when Christians withdraw from the world, abandon responsibility, and romanticize suffering they never endure. And nothing exposes this pathology more clearly than the bizarre hatred modern evangelicals have for Constantine the Great. After the wildly successful Da Vinci Code, a fictional novel, the internet was filled with claims that Constantine essentially invented Christianity at the Council of Nicaea. Evangelicals, lacking historical literacy, took this seriously. But this is absurd. Constantine didn't invent Christianity, he legalized it, ending 3 centuries of systemic persecution. Then he summoned the bishops to publicly articulate what Christians already believed. That articulation became the Nicene Creed. There is nothing pagan or fabricated about this. Read it yourself. If you don't agree with the creed, you're not Christian. When the fictional narrative started to collapse, evangelicals morphed the myth. Suddenly, the claim became, Constantine only converted for political advantage. This is historically insane. Before Constantine, Christians were less than 5% of the Roman Empire and belonged to the lowest social classes. Christianity was literally called the religion of slaves and women. Converting didn't give Constantine power, it gave him opponents. Once that myth collapsed too, the anti-Constantine narrative hardened into its final and most revealing form. Quote, Constantine was bad because he legalized Christianity, and faith flourishes under oppression. This is where the hypocrisy becomes unbearable. Because who says this? People living in safe, comfortable, wealthy Western countries. People whose persecution amounts to being unfollowed on Instagram. People who go on so-called missions, which are basically vacations, traveling to already Christian, already safe places to take inspiring photos for newsletters. Where do they not go? Nigeria, Pakistan, Eritrea, places where Christians are actually being slaughtered. They praise martyrdom as long as someone else does it. The truth is, modern evangelicals hate Constantine because he represents everything they are not. Someone who fought for the faith in real life and didn't run away. A cross-bearer. Modern evangelicalism, on the other hand, has adopted a spirituality of retreat and self-excusing cowardice. It demonizes the people who actually bore the cross so they can feel righteous while doing nothing. It's easier to slander Constantine than admit the truth. They abandoned their institutions, their culture, their nations, their fellow believers, and now they need a narrative that justifies their weakness. And they even created an entire theology for it. An obsession with predicting the end times, where every earthquake becomes a video prophesying the end. Because if Jesus is coming back any second to fix everything himself, then you don't need to think about the long-term consequences of your choices for the future generations. We used to call this phenomenon Christian retreatism, but let's be honest, it's Christian desertion. And these so-called Christians didn't just abandon the fight, they abandoned their own children.